Greetings and the best of salutations. That would be prayer, power, peace, patience, and prosperity. Thanks to the math and the science of the Holy Quran. Yes. It says that that Jesus started his ministry at the age of 30, even though it says that when he was 12, he was in the temple. Just something that which is divided, even though that is about, it's not about division, but divided into 30 parts of equal length. The Quran. For recitation, to be recited, to be complete its recitation in 1 month. Let's see something here. I don't promote any form of religion, but if I can find that ayat that talks about recitation. Okay. And then the Lord's other row. Okay, let's see if I can find that here. But in the meantime, in between time, that which Jesus supposedly gave his ministry, even though some deny that there was no existence of a particular person named Jesus. What's most important is the lesson within itself. I thought I had that ayat when it comes to of reciting. But I'm trying to get to the root cause of my personal problems. What is the root square of 100? Ah, man. What does it equates to? Equates to? Is it 10? 10 times 10 multiplied is 100. So, congruent, that which equates to be in harmony. Want to distinguish right now between legacy and heritage. then I see where the problem lies. In association with math. Legacy is what someone leaves behind them for others after they are gone. A legacy, something to stand on. Strong or weak. Heritage is what you receive that has come down to you from the past. So when we are talking about legacy, we or you are thinking about the person that which has been passed down, or that legacy that's left behind is used to belong to. You know, we like to brag and boast about people and things that has been left behind. That which they left behind, because one's deeds, one's good deeds is something that he or she has left behind. Left it behind now. What you gonna do with it? And then so when we're talking about heritage, we focus on, or our focus is on, and our focus instead is on the person who have inherited it or is inheriting it right now. What has been passed down. Focus our attention. So what I have inherited is a past that focuses on the person who is inheriting it right now. It is a reflection. Someone has left behind for others after they are gone. What has been left behind for me. What has been left behind from my, they call family, that I focus my intention on, and maybe my attention may not need to be focused on that because it possibly weakens me. The angle, man, the angle. Hypotenuse. Some will call it, or it is called, the Pythagorean theory. I look at the word linguistically of how it is pronounced. High, or height of greeting. Got the word hypo, 10. Use, sounds like a noose, a loop with a running knot. something that knots you up, ties you up. Or a wire that is used to hang people and trap animals. A leg, as I said earlier, legacy, a leg, a triangle, or a congruent. Used to equate angles and bring them together equally. So if that's the case, then I am a product. I equate, or I possibly am equal to the product personally of what I have produced and what I am producing. That's my personal responsibility. Yet, as the family, I am a product of what the family has produced. Is that leg of support strong for me? Or is it weak? Was it strong or weak for themselves? Now, needless to say, if I'm considered to be the first, or one could consider to be the first or the second or the third child that is born, there is a trial and error, and it could be a missing link or a disconnect, that the third child will benefit from the product of what the parents have produced, and therefore it equates to something that which is that can measure up. It's equivalent to what the parents have produced, because maybe the child is equating to something. But the word, when the shortest limb should measure up with the longest limb. In proportion. But let's look at the word hypo, under, beneath, down, low, or in the lowest position. Because I'm realizing, man, that no person can be a slave to no man, to no human being. Yes. Because nature, we're all born with the same faculties. It's the matter in which we use it. Nature comes to awaken our conscience, and therefore we should be responsible for that. Maybe the continued reciting of the Quran is to eliminate all impurities. If there is no little U's, that we're all the big I's. We're all the same. It's an agreement of harmony that which we can identify with. It is an exact science. 10 is an equivalent to the product of 5, 2, or more than 9, 10. 1001. 100 of 1. Oneness is stronger than conflict, and unity is stronger than diversity. Equivalent to a decade. Or there's a word called decadence. Something that has taken hold of something. Or someone. Or something that has taken hold of someone. Someone's thinking. Someone's behavior. Water rises to its own level. Look at how people interact with one another, any form of addiction or anything that they're going on. They can relate to each other. Because it is that which they have produced is equivalent to. It's an equation. So then people will use or will use people to a point that it may give them value. And they trying to measure themselves up and give themselves value and measure themselves up to something or someone else that had put them in a certain position that they do not like. They know it's not right nor correct. Some serious stuff going on, man. But when something's take hold, they deploy you as means of accomplishing a purpose, of achieving a result. If I go on to say about if my focus is on the heritage of what I have received that have come down to me from the past, if it's on being enslaved or slavery, and that it's constantly being pushed, and that propaganda, in a way of your propaganda steadily being pushed. Therefore, the legacy that has been left behind in the past is a legacy that will continue on. So there must be a paradigm shift. As a group of people, as they call the Jews, they say never again. Never again. So I can see now my personal problems, the root cause of them. It's because of the legacy, the heritage, and where I focus my attention, as well as is in the math. Is in the math. How strong is my mind, my thoughts, my feelings / emotions, my attitude, the language in my behavior. How strong is that which has been left behind? Was there a purpose for me? Or was it something that was done randomly and out of pleasure? But yet, one becomes forced to be responsible when it comes to pleasure. How do I utilize my time, my energy, and my service to develop my intellect for the betterment of humanity? Could not find that passage of Ayat when it comes to recital. I could have looked it up on the internet, but I thought that I had that in my mind. But I can say this in closing. Surely, man or mankind or humans, I may use this language, get what he or she strives for. Until next time. Talk to you.